Opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or messages posted in chat are strictly their own personal views and do not reflect the views of Bolin Services, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, nor does it reflect the views of the sponsors of this program. Political commentary, if any, are strictly personal opinions and should not be construed as endorsements of or opposition to any political party, candidate, or voter initiative by Bolin Services, Inc. This audio-visual presentation is copyrighted by Kenneth W. Bolin. No rebroadcast, retransmission, simulcast, or other distribution of this video or the audio associated with it is permitted without the express written permission of Kenneth W. Bolin. All original content on this presentation is owned in full and solely by Kenneth W. Bolin.
Warning, the following podcast has extremely high levels of Kenny Bolin. Studies have shown that excessive exposure to Kenny Bolin may have damaging effects to your physical and mental well-being. Viewer discretion is advised. No, seriously, we mean it. There will be naughty words, lots of them, probably. Now you've been warned. This warning sponsored by the Story Time with Dutch Mantel.
How you like me now?
Probably about as well as they liked me before would be my guess. Not that
I would
much.
think so. Yeah,
Not
we
that
know.
much.
I think the whole world loves some Kenny Bolin.
I think there are people
with about 7 people may be accepted.
I think, well, 7 to 12, give or take. And I also think that there's at least one person in every country that I've ever had contact with that likes Kenny Bolin. Now, maybe the rest of the country does not. But as long as you got one person in each country that can take you in during the zombie apocalypse, you're not doing that bad. Speaking of zombie apocalypses, and we do have some things we got to get to right off the top of the bat. Let's give 6 or 7 minutes for the other 7 people that watch this show to get in. Out of the 30,000 that have access to it, 30 to 50,000, whatever those numbers are. I saw some posts, and you might have been one of them.
I might have.
Talking about what was it, Resurrection Day or
The Rapture?
The Rapture Day. I didn't know it was a thing until The Daily Show.
Well,
and I'm watching The Daily Show, and I see it being addressed, and I saw that there was and not that race matters, but I saw a thin young black man selling everything he owned. His car, he had Carvana come out and get his car, and he's bagging up money.
What difference
where did he think he was going to take it?
I don't know.
Where was it going?
Here's the fun.
Because it's mainly it's mainly the deranged right wing.
It's the evangelical, nutcase crowd.
So for me to see a black man involved in this, it'd be like Coltrane selling all his shit. I wouldn't expect Coltrane.
He could have. He might have sold his memorabilia.
He might have already done it. I do not know. By the way,
and maybe he got raptured, and that's why he's not here.
Now, speaking of deranged right wing, Andy Griffith, not that I know that he is, but I know where he's from. So if he ain't one, he's surrounded by them. Everything all right? Now, I want you all people to know, my mother was one of those that believed this shit was coming. Mm-hmm. Since the first time I remember her predicting it was 71 or 2. I remember where we lived.
And I'd come up elected, we're done. We're in for the apocalypse.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't her reasoning. And I had just came out to the family, not as gay. I wish I had. That would have really pissed them off. But no. I just ain't buying this shit, guys. I just ain't buying it. But Mom, I don't know how many end of the worlds, how many rapture days, how many it's all over, this is the day, that I went through with her. I said, Mom, it didn't happen in 72, didn't happen in 76, didn't happen in 79. Didn't happen in 81. Didn't happen in 80. And I'm just making up years. I don't know how many there were, but there were a lot.
Yeah, I mean, remember?
But I didn't even. Yeah. What was it? The big year, the Y2J year.
Right. Y2J,
that was supposed to be the end of shit. Yeah. So how many of these guys? And I'm saying, how many of these you guys? Do y'all have to hear this shit before you're going to think, you know what? It might not be coming. Why? And supposedly, now I'll have to take somebody's word for this. Supposedly in the Bible, it states, we're missing 5 to 9 of our people that normally watch the show. We surely aren't losing out to the Arizona and who's the other team playing tonight?
Seattle, I think.
Yeah, well, see, I've heard some people say Seattle could possibly go to Super Bowl. I've heard.
You know, that. I've been not really a fan of the Cardinals, but you know, I have not wanted bad things happen to the Cardinals.
Well, being a diehard fan of the Louisville Cardinals, if you see a bird on the side of a helmet, other than an eagle, you know, especially a cardinal bird, you kind of take a liking to them, but. Yeah, especially when they were the St. Louis Cardinals football. A city that was so uncreative, they had the St. Louis Cardinals football team. Well, what are we going to name the baseball team? Well, the baseball team had the name first. How about the St. Louis football team and the baseball? Both the Cardinals. Let's not confuse
football
anything.
Giants and New York baseball Giants. Well, you know, you had the St. Louis Browns for a while. That was really.
You know what? I do have a lot of sponsors, just not a lot of people donating to the show, and I got a feeling you're going to be one of them. Or getting badges. See, we like for.
At least Billy, deadbeat Billy has a badge.
Deadbeat Billy has a badge. He hasn't paid the money he owes us, or not answer us as to when it's coming. Deadbeat Billy, the next thing I want to see out of you is, when are you going to pay the money you owe for your poster? The money that you promised us through. That's the last thing I want to see from you. When are you going to pay your money? Elsewise, just like with James Comey, this is not going to end good for you today.
Yeah.
That's
so to
another.
Get back to your rapture, yes.
Yeah, back to the rapture thing. Yeah.
There's a verse in the Bible that says, and Jesus says, nobody knows when the Son of Man is going to return, right? So,
He said, according to Jesus, nobody will know the day, date, or time. Right. But yet people keep predicting the day, date, and time. Now, I can't claim that I read in the Bible it says that, but I've been told that it does say that.
It does say that.
All right. Well, I'll take Bob's word.
I have read it. It does say.
Well, my son is a deep studier of the Bible, and by the time he was 16, he had read the Bible in its entirety 3 times, trying to. And I didn't know. We just got into an argument about the Bible one day in my house with some of the WWE trainees that I had living with me, and then he said, "None of you dumbasses can talk about this shit more than I can," and he just starts laying it all out, and he's like 16, 17. I'm going, you got to be shitting me. What? He's, well, I got bored and I just read the damn thing. Then it didn't make no sense. I read it again. Didn't make any sense. I read it again. And he's raised by a devout Catholic. And I'm not going to say he's
yes, Wimpy.
Okay. Gladly pay me Tuesday. Well, I don't know what happened to the previous 3 months, but okay.
The funny thing about this particular...
Well, next month is only 6 days away, so we'll see how that goes.
The funny thing about this particular rapture is that they took the verse that says no one knows when the day or time is. Mm-hmm. And they looked back in the Old Testament, and there's a bunch of like festival days that are said, you shall do this feast on this day, this feast on this day, this feast on this day. Well, the Jewish calendar is a lunar-based calendar. So the 3rd day of the 4th month or whatever in the Jewish calendar never happens on the same day of the Gregorian calendar. You know, it varies. Yeah.
It's that gives you 2 shots out of 365. Right.
Well, they took
that narrows the odds down.
Oh yeah, the Feast of the Temple, which is one of those that has a floating day. And they said, floating day, that means no one knows what day it's going to be in, right? That must be the time it's going to be. Now,
oh boy.
The Feast of the Temples is described in the book of Exodus, chapter 25, verse 23. Now, you have to remember.
You actually remember all that?
I know this because I was looking into why they thought this particular day.
Okay. All right.
So that's why I know this.
You're starting to scare me there. You're starting to scare me there.
When the Bible was originally written, it didn't have chapters.
In 1966, right? when they wrote the Bible, 66?
They add that. No, I think it was like 63.
When's the last time the Bible was revised?
It gets revised pretty constantly.
Okay. Well,
because as they find newer, they find more documents, they find more scraps of Greek, and they go back and they reevaluate it, and so they look at all the manuscripts they have. But anyway, it didn't have verses and chapters in it originally. It's just written out these long books, these long letters or whatever they are. You know, the books of the Bible just start at word 1, go through the end of the book, and that's the end of it. There's no chapters, no verses. Those were added later by some monks in Europe.
Okay.
So people then go, okay, the Feast of the Temples, Exodus 25, verse 23. Well, in 2025, the Feast of the Temples starts on September 23rd. So, 23, 25. Look at that. The chapters in the verse match up to the day and the year. That must be
the day. Yeah,
it must be coded in the Bible. Well,
what do you think came up with all the other dates? And like I said, I know there's been 24 of them.
At least. There have been more predictions for the end of the world.
Now, wouldn't you think after the first 23 end of the worlds that didn't happen, that they'd say, you know what, we're just starting to look like fools here.
It kind of
so why don't we just stop this shit?
It
Because we're 0 for 20. We're 0 for 23 since 1972. I'm sure there were 25 the previous 30 years before that.
Oh yeah. It reminds me of the old
how many times must you be made of a fool before you stop acting like a fool? I mean,
yeah, you remember the old Saturday Night Live skit where they're telling Libya, "This is the line of death. If you cross this line, you will die."
If you cross this line,
cross the line. Okay, now this is the line of
this
death.
This is the new line. This is the new line.
This is it, folks.
Let's see.
Our first Filipino.
Came to him. I guess. Andy, buddy, we're here.
Came to me in my dream.
Andy, we are here for at least 30 minutes. Oh, I got my glasses on, so I can barely see my clock. At least 30 minutes. We can really use some donation help tonight. As Bob can tell you, I've already sent out a fair amount of money. We did not do a lot on Tuesday. We did not. And let me check. See if anybody's been kind. No. LinkedIn didn't send no money. HBO Max didn't send any money. They want me to give them money, but I'm not. Disney wants me to give them money. I don't care if they brought Kimmel back or not. I'm still not getting no goddamn Disney. I ain't doing it. I ain't giving Paramount no money. I got Paramount for free. It's the only reason I have that. I got that with my, I guess I got it with my YouTube TV account. Something I've got gives me free Paramount. I just don't remember what it is.
Walmart Plus gives you free Paramount.
That's what it is. Okay, Walmart Plus, and I think they also give me the cock for free. But Bob's got a you're gonna love. Bob's got a better cock than I have.
Well,
so I use his. Did you do away with yours?
No, I still have it, but I took it down to the.
You took it down?
The ad version.
Well, we maybe have the same.
I mean, there's no point.
Have the same one.
Our cocks are the same size now.
Yeah, the same size. I didn't know.
7,500.
I saw a commercial. I saw a commercial today on CNN about a toilet for well-endowed men. I guess they're not marketing to me. I didn't know. I didn't know about the toilet for well-endowed men. No, it wasn't a commercial for him. It was something that he was politically involved in, and he was known for making toilets for well-endowed men. And the CNN guys were cracking up. Like, I didn't. Well, there's a reason we didn't know. He wasn't marketing to us. It was marketing to the John Holmes of the world, the Ron Jeremys, maybe the Lanny Poppos. I don't know. TC from the NC. So, Andy, if you can help us out tonight. Billy, you don't even have a little bit to help us out? You live at home for free. You get Social Security. You live at home for free. Let me point that out. No offense to those that do. But could you help us out a little bit? You did promise $1.99. You asked me to check my my Cash App, and I did, and there wasn't anything there. Then your bank card got tied up for 30 days.
Hope that something might have shown up by mistake.
Yeah, hoping. Yeah, it's been over 30 days now. So, Billy, you bought T-shirts. You get, goddamn, maybe we should pay Kenny some of the money we owe him. Maybe we should do, I don't know. It's just me.
Now, for those of you who want to buy an actual official Kenny Bolin T-shirt, look at on the bottom. There's our
link. It's right there. It's right there. Got some nice ones in there.
We have T-shirts. We have hoodies. We have coffee cups. We have things like this.
Well, Billy, you're saying no because you spent your money elsewhere when you already promised to pay for the poster you'd bought and the dog leash you'd bought. And then you just went and did something else. So I'm going to trust you like a fool. You're my new Rapture. You're the Rapture that keeps not giving. So this is your last chance. And I don't give a fuck what excuse you come up with, how many times you got hacked, how many men you gave money to on Facebook. This is your last chance. And if you honor for a change, erase the name Deadbeat Billy from your name, then you'll be back in good standings here. But lying to me wears real fucking thin, as many Filipinos have found out. And I know that they need help. I know they're desperate. Maybe that's why they're lying to me. I don't know. But lying to me gets real thin. I'll help you in a fucking heartbeat if you don't lie to me. And I even let one of the girls, I said, I'll be your friend. I'll still chat with you. But I can't trust you any fucking further than I can throw you. You know, and May Lali. I'd like to help her out. So you sent Bob a picture of the shirt you bought when you owed us money. Oh, well, I'm sure Bob appreciated that. So
I thought I had you blocked, Billy.
I thought you did too.
I don't see
anything. So I didn't know you had a secret love affair. I didn't know you had a secret love affair going on with him. Andy, come on, Andy. You're over here less than the Rapture. The Rapture shows up over here more than you. Come on, Andy. Let's be a little. I know the big cash you're making. Dick falls in water. Sorry.
Whatever.
Just nasty people.
I tell you.
Yeah, Tractor ain't gonna send. Tractor hasn't sent a nickel over here. Just stop working me. Where's your badge, Andy? I thought Andy had a badge when he showed up over here. Where's your fucking badge? For $3 goddamn a month. Holy shit. The way I get shit on over here. 2.6, but we are the #1 podcast in the world over the last 14 years that is not a right-wing extremist or a podcast ran by a sexual predator of underage girls. You throw all those out, we're #1, and we're proud of that. We're very
By the way, folks, tonight's podcast is sponsored by Arby's, home of the loaded
look at that
sandwich.
Man, I wonder if Billy's ever bought one of those. Only,
go to Arby's, get your loaded Italian sandwich. Tell them the Star Maker sent you, and most of them won't know who the hell you are.
Well, some of them won't. Some of them won't. But I hear it's catching on around the world. I am going to Arby's Saturday especially to get me one of those because I haven't had one yet. Saw it advertised today. We got new management at a couple of the Arby's. Wait a minute, Bob. I hear the train a-coming. It's coming around the bend. He hadn't seen the Rapture since he don't know when. He's stuck in bowling prison. That's where his heart belongs. He bought one of those new toilets because he has a long dong.
So I was wondering what the hell was trying to suck me up in the air. I fought it. So,
that's what it was. What was trying to suck you into the air is when you flush that toilet.
Came by.
That's when you flush that toilet.
I said, damn this.
I made that song up rather quickly. I deserve, what is it, a Nobel Peace Prize for that.
Something like that.
At least
I deserve the Nobel
award.
The MTV freestyle.
I would say that it's train that's echoing. I got my earplugs in tonight, so it ain't me.
We had no echo before the train arrived.
Before the train showed up.
All right.
Near. I hear the train. That's just a great song, you know. I'm not a country fan, but he had a lot of songs I liked. Mainly because they were forced.
Fire better than Folsom Prison.
My favorite. Well, Folsom Prison I really like. Ring of Fire was not bad. Name some other songs. Name some other songs Cash had. I might be blank.
Boy Named Sue.
That was a funny song. I'm the son bitch.
He and his wife.
I was gonna say Hurt, but that was 9 Inch Nails.
Well, but he did Hurt. He covered it.
I don't remember.
It was originally a 9 Inch Nails song, but he did cover.
I still got the Echo Train.
He and his wife Dixie Carter did.
Dixie Carter.
June Carter Cash.
I don't think he married Dixie. A lot of people wanted to.
I actually like that cover. I mean, he actually sounded hurt today.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah,
Randy the Macho Man. Now, basically, Randy came in here just to get abused on the last show about that little tiny ass car. I mean, it's a good thing Randy Satterley doesn't have to buy that big dong toilet, because if his dong was any bigger, he certainly would not be able to get in that car. That might be why I had so much trouble getting out of the car.
All right, so catch me up on this dong toilet thing.
Apparently on CNN today, there's somebody that's heavily politically involved, some right winger who's throwing some money around trying to make sure Republicans stay in office. And they said he's most famous for creating the toilet for well-endowed men. Well, who the hell else would make such a thing?
Oh yeah.
What what liberal left-winger Bernie Sanders supporter is making a toilet for big dick people? I don't know of the person. But yeah, get some right-winger out there. You know Trump's ordered like a dozen of them.
Oh, yeah. Just for heirs.
You must be this large to buy this toilet.
I guess.
They measure from the ass crack.
But no, the commercial did not run on CNN today, but they were talking about this right-winger who you know him because he sells toilets for well-endowed men. So the CNN guys are going, I don't know anything about it. Well, of course you don't. Because it's not marketed to you. And so the only reason Train's in here is he wants to solve his toilet problem. It's the only reason Train's in here today.
Most of the public toilets I see have like a good 12.
I've been Billy, I'll grant you that. I've been everywhere, man. Was a pretty good song, but that was when he started. He was one of the first rappers. Johnny Cash was one of the first rappers because when he starts rambling off all those cities, that's borderline rap shit going on right there.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Alabama, I've been to Reno, Fargo, Minnesota. Yeah, I got like 3 of the cities, and then I can't do it.
Yeah, I know the
Reno, Fargo, Minnesota, Minnesota. I've been everywhere, man. Yeah, so I know the song, and then when I got to do the rap part, because you're mine, I walk the line. He's the only one. Johnny Cash is the only one who can do that song. Go, That was 2 of the lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
Canadian band.
He just hummed.
There's
because you're mine. I walk the line.
Who was that Canadian band that did?
Andy Griffith. You still have not donated, you little bitch. Andy, you do this to me every time. You come in here, you got no badge, talk shit. You still have not donated. I still only got messages from HBO Max and LinkedIn. LinkedIn's offering me $150,000 a year to work from home. My schedule. What's the minimum you want to work for? I said, well, $150,000. That's what you offered me, you bitches. Don't give me a minimum. So, look out, Tony. I might have
fighting words now.
Who's got fighting words?
You ain't got shit on Conway?
Conway Twitty.
Conway's. Well, here's that competition. It wasn't in singing. Conway Twitty is a God. I'm not going to go there tonight. But they had the battle. According to my father, who wore their pants the tightest, and he accused my mom of only liking Johnny Cash because of how tight his pants were. But Conway Twitty wore some pretty snug pants too. And this is the stuff I was force-fed as a child, so I saw plenty of the Conway Twitty. The Charlie Pride, Kiss an Angel, Good Morning. That's why I got kissed so often, because everybody thought I was an angel. But Andy, number one, you ain't got no goddamn badge. You're taking up a lot of chat space over here, and you haven't donated. So you better do. Both would be a good. Tell me next, Andy, being as you like talking so goddamn much, why ain't you got a $3 badge to show some support for this show? And why haven't you donated yet, being as you show up over here about once every trimester?
And I know damn well Opie's doing well, too. So
Opie's doing good. I saw him playing a song the other day. Opie doing good. I like Opie. Opie's good people.
Yeah,
Will
Opie's
Robinson
good people.
was playing a song. Opie was not playing a song.
Opie played a song, too, Mother Hubbard. I got him playing guitar, too. Opie did. Opie's good at it.
Darlings are still alive.
Opie, as a matter of fact, was caught walking into a store the other day with some costume he was going to wear on something. And he got caught being very nice to a mentally handicapped person. How do I know that person was mentally handicapped? That person was Andy Griffith. Sure was. Opie and Andy right there in Mobile, Alabama. That's where they were. But no, that was Bill Mooney that I sent you. But Opie can play a little guitar too. Yeah, sure can.
Oh yeah, when the Darlin family was around,
yes, yeah.
Get his
slapping
knee, stomping, and yeah.
The Darlins. Now, who was the main Darlin?
The guy with the little.
That's limited. That's limited talent right there, Uncle Jesse. But what was Uncle? Because Jesse was in a lot of shit. What was his real name? Jesse was in a lot of shit.
Oh God, what is his name? I see it all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Conway Twitty.
It was not Conway
Denver.
Twitty.
Denver Pyle.
Well, Billy, I don't even know why you're here if you play country music on your show, because that's where everybody would be. All 90 of those people would be over there watching you play country. You mean you play it or you play the songs? I don't know.
Yeah, that was Denver.
Ain't you making big money over there? Aren't you charging
violations, man?
Charging memberships and everything? I think Billy's busy on Facebook again. That's what I think's going on.
All right. So are we gonna book John Cena?
Yeah, it's time. I told you to do it right at the top of the show, and then you Denver Powell. There we go. Randy looked that up. He didn't know. Randy looked it up. That's why it took him so long.
I said it 3 times.
Otherwise, he. Oh, did you actually say it 3 times?
Yeah.
Denver Powell. You thought he'd show up, didn't you?
I hoped it.
Denver Powell. Hope
he don't look like he still looks like right now.
Still no donations out of Andy Tightwad Griffith. No badge, no donation. Well, actually, nobody has donated. So, yeah, get your scene in because we're about done. We've been here exactly 30 minutes. We should end it right now, but no, go ahead. Let's book Cena.
Yeah, let's get him going.
We don't have one goddamn donation, not even from Andy Griffith. Real quick shout out to our sponsors. We're going to wrap this up quick. Blaze, JJ's, Jimmy John, Arby's, and BS Incorporated. There's our sponsors. Big shout out to them. Now let's book Cena here real quick.
All right, we have 5 appearances left.
And as soon as Bob gets done, if we don't have $60 in donations, we're out of here.
Crown
Ridiculous.
Jewel, Perth, Australia. He has a November 10th Raw in Boston, November 17th Raw at Madison Square Garden, November 29th Survivor Series.
November 29th, stop right there. November 29th, big day. Big day. That is the birthday of Jerry the King Lawler.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Somebody named Dutch. The Flying Dutchman. And don't forget the other 3 important. Chenny, Ruby May, and Eunice, all with November 29th birthdays. And Bob, hang on, no, Bob's his cat's name. Paul RJ's wife is born November 29th. I just found that out a couple days ago. So we got 7 birthdays on November 29th. All right. So it's a very popular day for some reason. Yeah. I'm born March 16th, and I don't know 7 people born on March 16th. You think we'd all kind of gravitate towards each other. Been doing podcasting for 14 years. You think, hey, my birthday's March 16th.
They would come out of the woodwork.
I know 7 people on fucking November 29th. I know 3 or 4 of us. Me, Choco, Chris. That's about it. I don't know any other people born on my birthday.
Well,
Alexander Hamilton. I don't know. I used to think Jackie Gleason was born on my birthday. Turned out he wasn't. I was honored that Jackie Gleason. I thought Jackie Gleason was born March 16th forever and ever. And so when Bob gets done telling the Cena story, if we ain't got $60 in here, we're done. And this is Thursday, right? So I guess I'll see you all Tuesday.
I guess.
Yeah, because this ain't looking good.
Former President of the United States, James Madison, was born on March 16th.
Yeah, I knew one of the presidents was. Couldn't remember which one. Dolly Madison.
When's his next date?
When's whose next date?
Cena's next appearance is October 11th at Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel.
So
he's Saudi Arabia. That's Saudi Arabia.
It's in Australia, actually.
So wait a minute. Didn't Brock just fight Cena at WrestlePalooza? Because I didn't see it. Oh, and that was that match was so protected. An ESPN fucking Plus thing. Cody didn't even have that. I wrestled WrestlePalooza. I typed in WrestlePalooza 2 different ways, 1 word and 2 words, and I could not find that match. I only saw the highlights.
It was the same match you saw 10 years ago where he destroyed him.
Oh God, same one. Huh? Well, why get creative when let's play the hits? Let's play Get Down Tonight. That's the way I like it, and I'm your boogeyman.
I don't think John got more than 2 moves of offense in.
I heard he didn't get in, but I was going to check it out, but I couldn't watch it for free. I ain't paying for Disney. Now I've got ESPN Plus, but I got the limited edition that YouTube TV gets me. But if I want the WrestlePaloozas and the NFL games and all that shit, I have to get Disney Plus. So I won't get
like Stephanie said, put a VPN on your Netflix.
That don't work.
Was pissed.
Well, that actually doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh,
no, I've got a VPN and I've got Netflix, and the VPN does not work. Not here in this house. And I've got NordVPN. I got 2 of them.
McMahon VPN.
I guess you got the McMahon VPN, but no, I I've done the VPN thing, and it did not work for me.
Huh.
So, and it doesn't work on YouTube TV either, because I've tried that as well. So, what do you do?
So I'm guessing this has to be Lesnar.
So Andy, are you going to donate or not? Or are you just going to be a little bitch? Come on, Andy. Shit.
Lesnar.
The goddamn money you make, and you come over here, I give you half the fucking show. My sponsors are getting irked that they're... No, he has
a bumper
not.
between Lesnar.
He has not. Andy Griffith, if you haven't donated by the end of this show, I'm blocking you from this show. Holy shit. You tightwad little bitch.
I know. It doesn't matter.
Try to get who going?
It doesn't matter because the show's over. That's it. We keep, whatever. Rebook John Cena. That's it. Yeah. John's
going to rebook Cena?
More appearances. Yeah, fuck him.
You got 5 more?
He took some Tylenol. 5 more appearances. Crown Jewel.
Can't take that Tylenol.
Raw in New York City. Survivor Series. Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. is the last.
I will give you my Survivor Series pick.
So I think what's going to happen.
When is Survivor Series?
The 29th of November.
November 29th. The same day as everybody's freaking birthday.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I'm busy that day. I got a lot of parties to go to, but go ahead.
Got a lot of parties to be. What are you doing here?
Party over here, party over there. I got that Earth, Wind, and Fire concert to go to on November 29th. I'm sure they're playing somewhere.
Yeah? Are you sure? They're not doing a Star Trek convention?
Hey, Becky.
Now, that shit made me mad right there until I looked at the picture. Throw it up there again, because we didn't throw it up the last time. Okay. Bob makes a smart-ass remark, because I sent him the picture of Verdine White. And a girl that was interviewed before the show that looked a lot like Verdine White. Bob comes back, basically, politely as he can say it, motherfucker looks like a Klingon. I didn't have my glasses on. I was looking at it on my phone instead of a 70-inch TV. And I'm going, that ain't right, man. You cannot call Verdine White, the greatest bass player in the history of music, a goddamn Klingon. That's bullshit. So I throw my glasses on, I look at the picture, unedited, by the way, taken from my television. I'm going, that motherfucker looks like a Klingon. So I go to AI, and I'm going to put him in Klingon gear. They refused to do it because they thought he was already a Klingon. I sent Bob what AI said. Yes, this man does look very much like a Klingon. Verdine! Yeah. And I follow Verdine White on Twitter. I have not sent him this picture, nor AI saying, yes, this man looks like a Klingon. What do you want us to do? He's done it himself. So I finally talked AI into putting the garb on him. There has not much been done to that picture. I don't know if Bob can find the original picture or not. But they didn't do much to that other than throw the garb on him. The man looks like a Klingon. And I had to apologize to Bob.
You want to laugh your ass off? Put a side-by-side comparison of David Ortiz and Esther Roll.
David Ortiz and Esther Roll, really?
Mm-hmm.
David Ortiz, the large black man that played for the Boston Red Sox?
What did I say, Esther Roll? What is Florida's name on Good Times?
Oh, Flo. Okay. Esther Roll was somebody. Well, wait a minute.
She was the mom on.
I was thinking of the Mod Mom. So Esther Roll was good. Esther Roll was Good Times. Esther Roll was Good Times.
Well, she was.
What was Maud's real name?
Maud was B. Arthur.
B. Arthur.
But no, it was Esther Roll because
you're right. You're right. My dream girl was Adrienne Barbeau back in the day. I didn't think there was anything hotter or sexier than Adrienne Barbeau. One of the few white women. They made a spinoff
and then they retconned it to where she wasn't in New York. They grew up in Chicago. But Esther Roll. But put them next to each other side by side.
So what you're saying is that Esther Roll could have hit about 280 and about 38 homers a year.
For sure.
Big Mommy and Big Poppy. There. Well, okay, there you go. All right. No, I haven't done that. No, but there's a Verdine White. Verdine White is a Klingon. The third guest tonight, by the way.
By the way,
Klingon Verdine.
Arby's, the Italian loaded sandwich.
We broke a record tonight, Bob. We never got one donation.
Check again.
No, not.
Yours doesn't count. Jesus.
Oh, well, no, we can't.
It's no good here.
We cannot count the
host check doesn't work here.
Yeah. Oh, you notice Rat Boy hadn't shown up in quite some time, haven't you?
Oh, there he is. You checked your mailbox.
There is Rat Boy? Is Rat Boy? There's Rat Boy. Yeah, I did check my mailbox today, and there was nothing from the Rat Boy in there. There certainly was not. Guy. Well, that's one perspective. So,
hello, Becky. We love you.
Hey, baby.
Becky, you want to donate and save the day, or are you going to give me the reason why you can't do that?
You might as well not. No one else has.
I did see your message. I'll get back to you, sweetie.
Where did you send that to Cash App? Train?
No, I sent it to PayPal.
Oh, you sent it to PayPal?
Yeah.
PayPal.
Well, hang on here.
PayPal.
Oh, here we go. All right. Well, that's
a damn challenge.
That's a night. Well, here we go. And let's try this because Bob hasn't got to go into his full booking yet, and this gives us a fighting chance to make some money tonight. Becky says check again. Where did you send it, Becky?
She didn't. She just says check it again.
Just check it again, goddamn. You never know.
That's the Billy Sellers thing. Just check it again. It might be there. it might be there. Hang on. You know, I still have not got email notification of Coltrane's donation, but yet it is in there. So here's what we're going to do, and this will get Bob to go into the full rundown of the Cena challenge.
Big brother.
Coltrane has made a $50 challenge. And that if we get, and listen to this fucking Andy Griffith, you non-donating Alabama punk-ass, non-badge carrying little bitch. And I mean that with all due respect.
When'd you move from Mayberry?
Where did you send it, Becky? Because I don't see anything from you in any of the formats. I have nothing in... well, Becky normally donates on Venmo, I think. Let me check Venmo.
She's good for her work.
Check the Venmo.
Let me check Venmo.
You check your Venmo, baby.
Is it Thursday already? Holy transactions.
It's a Venmo kind of show. It's a Venmo kind of show.
Sing it, Bobby.
Becky did donate 10. Becky did donate 10. Looks like $10.
Thank you, Becky, for your $10.
And you know what? Who somebody else donated and it didn't go through either. TC from the NC donated 10. Oh, man, so we're thank you, Becky. So we're only $30 shy of matching Coltrane's $50 donation. Coltrane bet the Rapture wouldn't happen and won $50. I wish I'd have done that. Yeah. I felt a little eerie about it. I was scared. I was scared of if I bet him won, how do I pay? Do I sell my car? What I do? So TC from the NC with $10.
I mean, it's kind of a good bet, right? Because if you bet that you lost, who's there to collect?
Well, that's another way to look at it. So Andy Griffith, you non-donating bitch. Wouldn't it be better if I wasn't on here yelling at you and making you look like a cheap punk ass little bitch in front of the sponsors?
I think we'd all
and the loyal followers of this show, all 24 of them, out of the possible 60,000 that could be watching this show right now. Come on, Andy. This is your last chance, Andy.
Tens and tens watching around.
Because he ain't got no bad. What are we losing by blocking him, right? He come in here and he took up the chat room all night long, talking his shit.
Oh, no,
I'm going to reach out to the tractor. What a rib that is. Tractor can't pay attention, more or less a debt.
Oh no.
All right, so we need $30 more. Let's give it 15 minutes. We got 70 in the house, and if we can raise a measly $30 over the next 15 minutes, that'll be a fairly successful show.
Unless you just check down there that much.
Just a little bit.
That's it.
Now, Randy Macho Man Satterley did donate $25 on the Tuesday show.
Oh,
we got 50, and we got 50 from Nicole. Who do I owe apology to?
Becky. She had already donated, and you was just dogging her out.
Fuck her. No, I meant. Thank you, Becky.
That was
Robert. That came out wrong. That just came out wrong. Mm-hmm. I apologize. I mean, thank you.
What he meant to say was
Freudian slip.
Thank you. See, I was thinking I had Andy Griffith on the brain. I meant that fuck you for Andy Griffith.
She's probably
him and Opie.
Well, if you actually think about it, it's actually fuck you.
Him and Becky would probably say it. I made Becky some beautiful pictures the other day. put her in a picture with me and Bill Dundee. And I'm sure she's got it framed on her wall right now. I don't know if I put myself in any with her, but I did put her and Bill together, and I put her in a wrestling.
In a picture it was before you. I think there was the original, and then you did the Dundee one.
Andy, you're still here, you little bitch. Come on, Andy. And Andy, the next thing I want to see, why won't you ever get a badge?
Time out. He's been timed out.
300 seconds. What is that in
minutes?
What did he do?
He's being Andy.
Well, did he say something?
No.
Well, what if he was about to donate?
He did LOL. He was laughing at you, Kenny.
He was just lolling.
But he might have laughed just before he donated. I don't know.
He probably just farted and laughed,
Or he could have done that too.
Think about who you're talking about.
Well, yeah, it's Andy Griffith. Come on, Andy. I know you're still watching the show. None of the donations have gone through my email.
Miss Becky speechless.
And
see what you done.
God. See, now Becky can LOL and not.
And there's only one reason Becky's here. She saw you come in asking about the well-endowed toilet. Oh, well, maybe Coltrane is the one of those three I need to focus on. Maybe he's the one. Come on, Andy.
Some of them school toilets.
Andy, you're only in a 5-minute timeout. You have a chance to save your reputation with a little bit you got here.
You can prove him wrong, Andy.
Yeah, prove him wrong. Because Bob wasn't wrong about Billy.
So did you lift his suspension or what?
No, well, he's suspended for 5 minutes.
He can still watch. He just can't say.
Yeah, he's watching. He's only out for 5 minutes. And I'm going to drink some of this nice, cool, refreshing BS drink. It's amazing how well that shows up. That does good.
BS always shows up well.
Doesn't it now? I mean, out of all the logos, the BS logo, which we need to switch to the beautiful new yellow logo. Oh, Karen McDonald is blocked, by the way, because he would not update his logo, which is sloppily done, by the way. It's crooked, nasty looking. And I told him to fix it. He says, I think it looks cool the way it is. I said, well, I didn't ask you how you thought it looked. It's my logo that you're using without permission. Fix the goddamn logo. Put up the new yellow one, the new corporate logo that I have everywhere. The official logo of the Star Maker Bowling Show. Yeah, we have 1,000 logos. The man of 1,000 logos. But the yellow one is the one that's going to be on the business card. It's the one that's on a lot of the Facebook profiles and the Twitter profile. I had to give up my badge on Twitter for a few days so I could change my logo. Well, your badge will disappear to everybody for a few days. Do you believe that if you change your picture, and I am about to cancel my membership, the only reason I did that was to promote Scaramucci's appearance, and it didn't do shit because they still want you to buy a boost. Even if you get the goddamn badge for $6.99 a month, and I got a discount. It's normally $8.99 or $9.99 a month, whatever it is.
One thing I saw was to unclick where the audience can see how many people have saw it, because sometimes that sways you one way or another.
Yeah.
So if you see a video with thousands, you think, oh, that's pretty cool. If you see 60, you might not bother going to see it.
Yeah. Huh. Do we have the option to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Because I think you do.
It's an uncheck because it's default, so you have to uncheck it to make sure.
Bob, do you have the power to do that, or do I have to do it?
Are you talking on Twitter or on YouTube?
YouTube, yeah, because I noticed some people, it doesn't tell me how many people watch the show. Let's do that, because we're being messed with bigger than anybody.
Oh, I do that now.
So let's just do that. That makes sense.
Content.
And let's put it this way, it didn't help us when we were showing 5,000 and 8,000 views.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything for us. Yep. Didn't make us any more money, so who gives a shit? Cheska says, thank you for helping me. Cheska needed some food the other day and sent it to her in advance, hoping that we would make a little money on here. Thank you, Coltrane, for getting us in the right direction tonight. Oh, by the way, Bob, I have to change my payment method. They tried to bill me for StreamYard tonight for the 44, whatever the hell it is. And I killed an old PayPal card that had been hacked. They replaced it for me in 5 days, though, Billy. My PayPal card had been hacked, and I have not changed the payment method yet.
I got whacked over there.
And I got whacked over here, Billy. And I was trying to changed the payment method for when on the show tonight, but I had like 2 minutes and I was doing something wrong, so I'm going to have to take my time and enter everything properly. And, but yeah, I have to make the YouTube payment. Apparently, I'm shocked it let me go live, to be honest with you, being as it declined the payment, but, I got to fix that tonight.
Becky, I had to read that again.
But yeah, on the YouTube, yeah, let's do that. Let's just, now we can see how many views we get, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, on your side, you can see everything, but it's just...
Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, so we'll just take that away. Because that does probably influence people. It's like, and boy, the Jimmy Kimmel thing backfired, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Jimmy Kimmel got 20 million YouTube views, broke his all-time record. Colbert did pretty good. Colbert got like 2 or 3 million views on the YouTube. Kimmel got 20 million. I didn't hear what he did last night, but for his return, 20 million YouTube views. Nearly 7 million watched the show on television, which he normally gets 1.9. And that's with 20% of the market wiped out due to Sinclair, the dinosaur people. Go figure. Bob says they have another logo.
Yeah, a lot of markets didn't near it.
20%, including Seattle and Portland, which are heavily Democratic. And now I hear those cities are getting riled up. I hear people in the red states are getting riled up because these dumb fucks keep forgetting that no matter how red your state is, there's a shitload of Democrats in it. No matter how blue your state is, there's a shitload of Republicans in it.
Well,
California can
testify.
California can testify to that. California's got a fucking shitload of Republicans in it. So you want to fuck with every Republican that lives in California and keep them all happy? So, but they're stupid. They think because they have a red state, Trump is so ignorant. Oh, look out! Might get blitzed. Trump is so ignorant. He thinks the red on the map is people. Well, look at all that. Look at that blue. There's hardly any blue. How did we lose? You stupid fuck. There's nobody where that red is. You ignorant motherfucker. God damn, how stupid must you be? There's nobody there. Wyoming is a state of 500,000 people. So if every single goddamn one of them voted for Trump, California's got nearly 40 million people. So if only half in California voted for, that's 20 million people, as opposed to the 500,000. But if you look at the map, he sees all the red and he thinks that's people. Even better, he wants other stupid people to think that, and he surely to God knows better.
Well, smart people don't like him.
Smart people, he said it himself. We didn't say it. Trump says smart people don't like me. Boy, he doesn't say the truth often, but he fucking said it there. Well, it's like when it comes to religion. Neil deGrasse Tyson says 97% of scientists do not believe there's a God. He says, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the 3% that think there is. What is it that they're seeing that the other 97% of us aren't seeing? Right. I want to know what's going on there. That's straight out of Neil deGrasse Tyson's mouth. Once again, smart people. I don't consider myself, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. That's why I try to listen to scientists and doctors. They know the shit way better than I do. That's why I listen to certified mechanics, not Shade Tree. I used to manage the Shade Tree mechanics. I listen to the certified mechanics. Why? Because they know a lot more about fucking fixing cars than I do.
Not Jim.
So I listen to them. When I go to the doctor, I don't listen to Robert F. Kennedy, which we actually have a fan that watches this show named Robert F. Kennedy. God damn.
Unfortunate.
It's his real name.
I'd be calling
his
myself
name is
Robbie Ken.
Well, I'd call myself something. I'd call myself something else. That's for damn sure. But no, listen to people smarter than you guys. It's not that fucking hard. It's not that fucking hard. Booking Bob, booking. Let me see if we got any more donations. Andy Griffith. You bet he ain't done anything. He ain't done anything.
Probably crying right now.
Well, he better fucking get over it. Macho Man, I hate to ask you. We're 30 shy.
Don't, brother.
Well, I just did. Well, Randy's independently wealthy, and he wants to be known as 140 from now on.
Oh, well, give me some.
He wants to be known by his IQ, not his common sense level. What did you do, Andy? Because there's no record of it here. You didn't do it on PayPal. Where did you donate?
Give me some of that money.
I'm more popular.
Then what?
Maybe than Opie.
No.
You donated to PayPal. No, not according to PayPal, you didn't.
Goober, I'll give you that.
Hang on, let me look.
Oh, baby. Floyd the Barber.
Well, hang on, let me look.
Remember Goober's impression of
Okay, all right. He's got me. It's not figured into my totals for some fucking reason.
Judy.
Here. but no, and Andy's right. He donated 30, so he got us over the top.
Thank you, Andy. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm out to get you.
Well, wait a minute. Here's the problem. I gave Coltrane too much credit. I thought Coltrane donated 50.
Oh, I thought you were.
Well, you said you donated. Oh, hang on. Here's where I owe everybody an apology.
Kayfabe.
A lot of people an apology.
Yeah.
I thought Coltrane because Coltrane said check your PayPal. I checked my PayPal. My balance went up from $150 of what I had in there to $200. So I thought Coltrane donated 50. Well, no, the little bitch ass donated 20, and he let Andy Griffith out donate him. I didn't see Andy's donation, so 30 of that 50 was Andy's money.
Hey, it doesn't matter how we got it.
I've been sitting here bitching at Andy all this time.
At 30, for not donating.
He got timed out and he'd already donated.
Coltrane's fault.
It's Coltrane's fault.
No, actually, you know what? I was kayfabe
because I said live on here that Coltrane donated 50, and he didn't say no. You were working. You were working with me.
I was working with you.
Yeah, Boland's trying to sucker these people into another $50.
Here you are exposing the whole damn business.
I exposed the whole goddamn business. But yeah, I've been sitting there yelling at Andy. I've been bitching at poor Andy. You owe Andy an apology, Coltrane. That's what needs to be done right here. You owe that poor man. You made me yell at him
an apology.
under false pretenses is what you did. You took credit back. You took credit for 30. Here's what you did, Coltrane. You took credit for $30 of that Confederate money is what you did. You took a Confederate money. Oh, my eyes are killing me. Thank you, Andy.
You took credit for a few questionable pinfalls, so yeah,
I did. Questionable.
The
ref counted 3, didn't they?
Well, people question.
Nobody overturned it, did they?
Yeah,
Still in the record book saying, "Oh my God!"
They didn't go into instant replay.
No, they did not.
Yeah, instant replay wasn't around back then.
Thank God we didn't have that fucking NFL instant replay shit going.
So the fumbles of the past remain.
Shout out to the Cincinnati Reds today, who finally figured out a way to beat the Schittsburg Pirates. And the Pirates are claiming they're
too much of a task for them, wasn't it?
Well, we have not been able to beat the Pirates. Those subbitches have owned us all goddamn year. And at Riverfront. At Riverfront Stadium. I know it's Great American Ballpark, but it'll always be.
I still call it that, though, too, because I can't remember the Great American Ballpark.
Great American Ballpark. I'm shocked that one has not changed names since it opened, but
I still say Riverfront sometimes.
Well, Pittsburgh, Three River Stadium. That's not what it is now, I don't think. It's got another name.
PNC Park.
PNC Park, yeah. I don't like bank parks. What is San Francisco's? What is it?
Oracle.
Oh, God.
Oracle. That sounds like Oral Sex
Park.
Park.
Like 3 times.
Yeah, they've had a few. If you haven't seen it,
it'll always be Candlestick to me.
It's always Candlestick Park, exactly, with the AstroTurf. Here's the thing: I want you, those of you that watch baseball highlights, watch the catch that Marte makes for the Cincinnati Reds in the bottom and top of the 8th inning. Watch the catch Marte makes, and if the Reds get in the playoffs, and as of today, depending what the Cubs do, if the Cubs beat the Mets tonight, the Reds and Mets are actually we have the tiebreaker. So the Reds would be in position if we sweep the Brewers. Hold your breath. We would, but we swept the Cubs in a 4-game series. They haven't been swept in a 4-game series since like 1942. So anything can happen.
Slump busters.
And the Brewers are in, the Cubs are in, so they don't really have anything to play for. So maybe the Brewers will be resting their bullpen. Maybe they'd rather play us than the Mets. I don't know.
Well, the only playoff spot open in the National League is the Mets and the Reds.
Mets and Reds. So that is it.
Padres clinched 1 wild card. The Cubs.
No, the Padres have been disqualified for playing in ugly uniforms, is what I was told. They're going to be kicked out of the playoffs.
Disqualified for not paying Kieran McDonald's debts.
Yeah, the Padres are supposed to pay all of Karen McDonald's debts, and they haven't been doing it. Plus they play in
washing dishes.
Plus they play in shit monkey brown and turd monkey piss uniforms. And they're other than the City Connects look good, but they stole those ideas from Miami. They play in the South Beach colors. So, but yeah, thank you, Andy Griffith. You got us over time. I blame Coltrane for taking credit for $30 of your donation.
I'll take the heel move.
That was so because I kept looking. I said, "Well, wait a minute. There should be 230 in that PayPal account, not 200." And then I keep looking, and then I see 30 from him and 20 from you.
Well, then when you said it twice, I was like, okay, I better work along with this one.
Yeah, just go. Well, you were working. So on one side, you did the right thing, but on another side, you did a horribly wrong thing.
There you go. Just so like the life of somebody on the road, right?
Just
damned
like
if you do,
life.
damned if you don't.
Damned if you. That's and who sang that song? Who performed that song?
I don't know.
Anybody? Bob should know.
Kenny Rogers and the 50s.
No, it wasn't fucking Kenny Rogers. I've heard enough of these country fucks being mentioned on this show tonight. Billy Sellers is going to be playing Kenny Rogers music over on his big podcast with his 90 subscribers. That was Damned If I Do, Damned If I Don't. The Alan Parsons Project is who we were looking for. And a great song, by the way. A great song. But you can't name many Alan Parsons Project songs that weren't great. Cyrus, still to this day, played in about every basketball arena in the world.
Or Sirius.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Cyrus.
Well,
Alan Parsons corrected it. He says it's Cyrus because everybody thinks
Ricky
it's Sirius.
Steamboat's theme for a long time.
Well, Steamboat used it for a little bit, but no,
Yeah,
Alan Parsons
WrestleMania
corrected
3,
everybody on that. He says the pronunciation is Cyrus, and dumb fucks don't know any different. No offense, Bob. No offense.
Well,
What's that? The Huskers come out to it too.
Come out to that shit. Yeah.
Sirius is spelled Serious, and you should know better than that. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah,
but I love you. But I love you. It's a very loving song. Very loving song. If the name of the song was Sirius, it would be Serious.
Now, wasn't there a song that was like attached to that? It was like
yes. Hang on.
Yeah,
it was probably iRobot.
Attached to Sirius or Cyrus?
Yeah, it was like once it would end and kind of.
Okay, yeah. It's a slow love song too. It's a slow love song.
Yeah,
yeah, and I hated that song. Yeah, love Cyrus, aka Sirius, but I hated the love song that it was attached to. But okay, here's one for you while we're having some fun, which is rare on this show. iRobot, what was it attached to?
A robot.
No, it wouldn't. That was the album cover, though. The album cover was a robot.
Are you talking about the movie or?
Oh, get us a copyright strike while you're at it.
Not if we're talking
Might as well.
We're talking about it. Oh, Billy tapping out.
Well, Billy, you earned your money's worth tonight. Thank you, Billy. So iRobot led into another monster hit. What was it?
I'm trying to think of what does iRobot sound like?
Don't go ahead and play a little bit of iRobot, Bob. Keep it to about 8 seconds.
We're allowed to play this under the Fair Use Act because
are we?
All we're doing is discussing it.
Yeah, we're just discussing the song.
We'll get a hit anyway, but
we'll get a hit anyway. Just play a little bit of iRobot. We don't because he'll know it immediately. No, not the very beginning. Can you go to the middle? Because it takes them a while to get to the good shit. No, that's that love song.
Oh, it's the album. That's not the song. Shit.
Yeah, you want to go to the middle of iRobot.
Wow, someone. And that was the album, not the song. iRobot song.
Yeah, you want the song. Yeah. Oh, I know every song on the iRobot album. That was one of the among the earlier albums I bought in my teenage years was iRobot. There you go. That ought to be enough for Coltrane to know that song.
That, of course, is 1977's Alan Parsons Project, iRobot.
Bob, you only played like 2 seconds of it. I could hear
it. It was real
We're
low.
still going to get us. All right. We'll try it again.
Well, you said it's under fair use.
Oh, Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's iRobot. What did that song lead into? And it was another monster hit. They were both huge hits in '77.
I want to cheat so bad too.
I do because I should know this.
Yeah, because
like Bob should know, and I'm shocked he doesn't. But the song was "Wouldn't Want to Be Like You."
Oh, I do remember that.
Oh yeah.
No matter what you do, I wouldn't want to be like. Wouldn't Want to Be Like You was a monster. Might have been bigger than iRobot, which was weird because iRobot was huge. Like yeah, Robot. Every now and then an FM station would play them both back to back. Never got that on AM. That wasn't going to happen on an AM station.
No.
But Billy's alarm must have went off and told him to go to bed at 10, 12 at night. That could possibly be. I'm going to bet you dollars to donuts. We got no other donations, but we'll see. Nope. I'm gonna reset my phone because I am not getting any email notifications at all.
You know,
so let me just.
Is it an iPhone?
No, it's a Google 8 Pro. My iPhone.
A huge update on iPhone. It goes from 18 to 26.
Do what?
Yeah, swear to God.
Well, my iPhone's an iPhone 10R. Will I get that update?
I don't know.
10 probably won't.
So.
Yeah,
I've got a 15. So
people are trying to talk me into getting a phone plan to where I can get the free iPhone 17, but it still run me about 30 something a month, which I'm not for like 3 years. I'm not anxious to make a 3-year commitment on a phone, but I don't know.
So, what do you think of the Raven? Without
quote the Raven nevermore. Yeah, I like the Raven.
I think the Raven's a real good guy. You know, he has an IQ of like what 256 or something like that.
I heard.
Thank you, Colehausen here on the show.
Colehausen. There you go. Go Colehausen. I have not quoted the Japanese guy to Chris. Yeah, I think he said it was Japanese. The guy that had an IQ of like in the 290s. Is that what it was? 270s.
270s.
It wasn't a Japanese guy. It was a Korean guy.
Korean guy. Well,
Kim Young-hoon.
I almost said something very thoughtless and very cold there, but I didn't do it. I held back. Trying to hold back the race of, and yeah, I went ahead and wore my Hurricane shirt anyway. I know we're off this week, but some big games going on. We got if my Ducks beat Penn State, that'd be nice. That'd get Penn State out of that 3 slot. They're hanging around where Miami's at. We got Alabama. Who are they playing? They got a big one. I know I'm rooting for Alabama.
Georgia State or Georgia? Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia State. Yeah, they're playing Georgia. So, yeah, I'll be rooting for Alabama, which I almost never do. Well, no, they're playing Georgia. Georgia State already played somebody, and I tried to claim that Florida State beat Georgia, but it was like Georgia State or something. Let's see, Washington has Ohio State coming to Washington.
East Georgia Coastal State.
And there are some people thinking that Ohio State could be in trouble because they haven't played the best ball. The only decent team they beat is Texas, and there's people who don't think Texas is all that good based upon their quarterback play. And there are people saying, look out for what could happen in Washington this week with Ohio State and Washington. And there's another one, a big one, where someone's going. Florida State's going on the road and could possibly be in a little trouble. They're going in 8th. I think they're playing somebody unranked on the road. But that unranked team, I heard, who's Florida State playing this week?
Florida State is
Florida schools.
It ain't one of the Florida schools.
Coastal Florida.
No, they're not. No, because this is a potential trap game for Florida State. They said they better not be looking ahead to Miami because Miami's going
Virginia. They're playing
Virginia. They said Virginia's got the 5th ranked offense in the
and they're going into Virginia. So
they're going to Virginia. They're going to Virginia, and they played some highlights from about 19 years ago when Virginia beat Florida State in the Bobby Bowden days, and they stormed the field. Florida State, they might look across the field if Virginia's smartest thing they could do is dress in orange and look as much like the Hurricanes as they can. Put the fear of God in them, the fear of the Rapture. Maybe they'll think at the end of the game the Rapture is coming or something. But no, Virginia. Those are 2 trap games to look out for. Ohio State Washington is at Washington. And
that's what BYU should do. They should not go into the locker rooms at halftime and then not come out and claim that the team got raptured.
Got raptured. Yeah, they could do that. They could
but you get an automatic win?
I guess, right? Or maybe you could take a loss.
Being raptured, or
you'd have to pray. You'd have to pray to God and get an answer to that. Would be my guess.
There you go.
Well, thank you. Now, Andy, being as you're still here, Andy, why don't you just, while you're at it, get the $3 badge. Come on over here and watch the show every now and then. You have a good time. And if you had a badge, I wouldn't yell at you as much. Why don't you drop $3 on a goddamn badge? Why do you piss me off the way you do? Here in the Philippines, have a storm. Honey, I can't name a province in the Philippines that's not having a typhoon right now. Vanessa wrote me, says they got a level 4 coming.
Typhoons are big waves, right? Or is that a tsunami?
Typhoon is basically a Filipino version of a hurricane.
Oh, okay.
But the typhoons normally cause flooding every time they hit. And just about everybody I deal in the Philippines I know has got anywhere from a level 2 to a level 4. And a level 4 is like an F5. Well, a level 4 typhoon is like an F5 tornado or F5 hurricane. You know, when those come, shit's hitting the fan. And level 1s and 2s, those are survivable, but those 4s and 5s. And a lot of people tell me they've had to pack their shit. Units had to pack their shit and go. They had to move their refrigerator upstairs. She said even where we live is flooding. And she was wanting me to hire somebody to move the refrigerator upstairs. I said, well, get your neighbor to do it. Tell him I'll pay him. I don't know what the fuck he's charging. Surely to God, not more than 500 or 600 pesos to move a refrigerator upstairs. He might have to get some help. But there's only so much one man can do.
Large bodies of water getting out of control is like my biggest.
But the good news is, Cheska, is that you and a couple of the Filipinos have communicated with me today.
Very often.
What's that?
Coltrane said the large bodies of water getting out of control. One of his biggest fears. I'm saying.
Well, I mean, if it happens, then shit has hit the fan. But your all's biggest problem out there, I guess, is just the heat. You probably don't get tornadoes. You don't get hurricanes.
Dust storms.
You don't get flooding. Dust storms and heat.
Well, we do get flash flooding.
Well, if you get a lot of rain, it's got nowhere to go.
Right. Set into the ground.
So, but every part of the country's got their own beef with God. Got their, because they're all man. They're God made. What is it? Acts of God. So in Kentucky, it's tornadoes. Georgia, Tennessee, Missouri, all that's tornado territory. Ohio, even. The hurricanes are the coast. Just about even New York will get a hurricane every now and then. Florida normally gets a few a year, but they've been down on the hurricanes lately. They haven't been getting them as frequently lately, but when they do get them, they're pretty serious shit. But the great thing is that Trump determined that global warming's a hoax. Didn't know that him and many others know way more than scientists. So that's good news. You can
shoot hurricanes too, can't you?
What's that?
I think you can shoot.
He said well, when I was 6 years old, I asked
you don't shoot them.
Well, hang on. When I was 6 years old, to show you how stupid Trump is, he's not much beyond a 6-year-old. When I was 6 years old, I told my stepdad, sitting at the dinner table, I remember this like we did it yesterday, and I was 6 years old. So nearly 60 years ago to this night, I remember the date. I remember we had mashed potatoes and Salisbury steak. You know how I remember that? Because every fucking night for dinner, we had Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes. So it's pretty easy to get, and mac and cheese, the cheap mac and cheese. So it's easy to remember what we were eating because it was the same fucking thing every night unless we had fried chicken or mackerel. Mackerel was the big treat. We always loved that. Mackerel out of the can. I still love mackerel out of the can. It's too much trouble for me to make, or I'd have it 3 days a week. I love mackerel out of the can.
Croquettes too, didn't you?
Croquette, croquettes are always great. Loved them. So we're sitting at the table, and then and tornadoes are coming that night. And I said, well, Dad, I think there's an easy way to stop the tornadoes. Can't you just line up big sticks of dynamite in front of them and blow them up? He said, well, how do you know where they're going? I said, oh, here we go. Why don't we fly an airplane over them? And an airplane drop that dynamite and blow the tornado up. So that was my idea when I was 6 years old. Trump, a couple, 3 years ago, his first term in office, thought that you could nuke a tornado and a hurricane. You can just nuke them. I said, well, okay. I was 6 years old when I came up with that stupid fucking idea in 1966. So Trump thought it was the thing. He must have been at the dinner table that night eating those croquettes with us, mashed potatoes and bad mac and cheese. Oh, we never. If we'd had Kraft Deluxe when I was a kid, we wouldn't have known how to act because we got that 29-cent a box shit back then. That's now 99. It hadn't gone up much.
Now, what about stovetop stuffing?
That was a luxury item. That was luxury. We didn't get that on we didn't get that on a regular basis till we qualified for food stamps. When we qualified, when we qualified for food stamps, and that was back when you actually got the book of stamps.
Oh yeah,
you had to go down to the commodity store and you got boxes of commodities, the potted meat, the box cheese. The box man, there's nothing better than government cheese. They still have never made anything better than government cheese.
Make macaroni and cheese with it, but not by itself.
Kroger used to be mad at me because we'd get our box of commodity. The peanut butter was very good. We would go down. I would take the box cheese down to the Kroger deli and have them slice it for me because there's nothing worse than a human being trying to slice their own government cheese.
Oh my God!
It's going to come out so thick that a rat won't even eat it. It's just some thick ass cheese.
And you hear that when the night finally goes through it.
So I come up with this great idea to go down to Kroger with my government cheese, and we'd have 2 boxes of it, and I'd have them slice it, and we would freeze a large portion of it. And Mom just thought that was the most ingenious idea ever, because that cheese would go a lot fucking further. Because if Mom's slicing it, we'd get 8 slices. But down there, you get like 65 slices of cheese.
And constipation.
Slice it thin, bitch. Slice it thin. And she used to tell me, well, I don't think we're allowed to do that. And I said, it's late at night. It helps us. Come on, slice the goddamn cheese. So she sliced the goddamn cheese. And government cheese through a professional deli slicer is the best fucking cheese you're ever going to have. They do not make a deluxe cheese. I just got to chill. It's going down to 57. It's going down to, I got to chill there. It's going down to 57 tonight.
Pain water.
I know. It's going down to 57 tonight from what they're saying. It has rained here. What's that?
Our lows are going to be in the 60s next week.
Well, our highs are still going to be in the 80s here for about another week or so, it looks like.
We got 90s and 80s coming up.
All right, so back to the booking, Bob. What are we supposed to do with John Cena? I did write John directly today and say, how the hell did they not book you in Louisville? I wrote it. Now I'm not going to hear back from him. But how the hell are they not booking you in Louisville, Kentucky on this final tour? The shit that they could do with that particular show. Obviously going to be a sellout. No matter where you book, John, it's selling out. Yum Center holds 24,000 people for basketball, so you can get 30,000 in there for wrestling if you wanted to, if you really wanted to sell the tickets. And all the stories. Just book all the OVW boys on there: Randy, Cody, Punk, Drew McIntyre. Rico's still barely out of the hospital. He's not even doing his own podcast much.
I didn't know he was in the hospital.
He
disappeared,
he's had the blood clots and everything.
Oh,
and
so that deep vein.
I heard his Trump hat caused it's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. It's about
his head.
It's about as legit as the Tylenol shit going on. I'm anxious to hear what some of these Trumpers have to say about the Tylenol, how much of it they believe. So do we need to go any further with the booking? What other ideas you got? Louisville, obviously. What else would you do?
Start.
You said you had 5.
He never start. No, he had 5 appearances. I think he has 2 matches left. I think he's got a match at Survivor Series, part of a War Games team with Cody, and I have Cody, Randy, Punk, Reigns. It starts out being Jay, and Jay walks out on them, and so Cena shows up as the hero against Lesnar, Rollins.
One moment. I have another apology to make. I said that I was not seeing these donations go through my email. Well, there was a reason for that. I have 2 categories. I have focused emails and I have other. Well, I've been sitting here on other, and nothing good goes to other. So that's why LinkedIn and something else was over there. And so I clicked focused, and here we go. We've got You've Got Money, $20 from the train. You got money, $10 from TC. You've got money, $30 from Andy Griffith, who still doesn't have a badge and hasn't answered why he doesn't have one. And then it says you've got $10 from Rebecca Algier, the Adcock. And then all the abuse Randy the Macho Man Satterley took over here, who donated $25 the other night, $25 more tonight. So that gets us to $125 for the night. That means that two families can get, if we really were sending this money to Filipinos, if we were really doing that, we could feed two families for 30 to 45 days, and they get rice and eggs, depending how big the families are.
Coltrane needs shoes.
So do a lot of the Filipinos, according to the messages I've been getting. I have had to cut a couple of the Filipinos off on their request. A lot of Filipinos are wanting me to buy uniforms. Well, I got a hungry Filipino, and I got another Filipino that needs 3 uniforms for 3 kids. All right, where do you spend the money? You got to feed the Filipinos.
Always with the grub.
So, and then they get a little irked at me sometimes that I won't help them with their uniforms, but and we've helped with a few. If we're not getting a lot of requests for food, but right now we're getting a fair amount of requests for food. Helps with the ruse. Scaramucci is not due back for another week or 2 from his world tours, and I hope to have a talk with him and get the ball rolling on what we talked about the last time, and helping some people get some bathrooms and fix their roofs and their floors and everything. And that's what seemed to got Scaramucci's attention, was how bad some of these roofs and floors and walls were. So they've got the video. I don't know if he's posted it yet or not, but we'll get it all figured out. And but yeah, Randy Macho Man, thank you, man. I'll tell you what, I ain't even going to say anything more bad about you tonight. I'm not going to talk about how tiny your dong is.
At least till we go off the air.
I mean, he proved he didn't have a big dong because he was able to get in and out of the car, and I was not.
And that's okay.
So, that's all right. Nothing to be ashamed of. There's no shame in that. I mean, God only had so many inches to work with, and some got a lot of inches and some didn't. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Only so many inches to go around. The sponsors are going, did we sign on for this? No, you probably didn't.
But we're just talking about long meats.
So, Bob, can you adjust the YouTube view thing? Because I think that's a good idea.
We already have it set that way.
Already got it. There you go.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can set it to where Andy Griffith can't see the show anymore if he doesn't get a badge? We got his money. Andy, get a badge. Because y'all making me mad. Because let me scroll back to the top. Where's this guy? He chimed in early. Finally, the Star Maker has never heard another goddamn word from him. Oh, no, I'm sorry, we did. Kenny has more sponsors than a WWE ring mat. Well,
I don't think anybody has that many sponsors.
Where is his donation? Where's his badge?
It ain't there.
It ain't there. But there's the good thing that Cheska is able to watch the show. That's a good sign right there. Because a lot of people are in a bad way tonight, including you.
At least one person can.
So, Bob, if anything, is there going to be a surprise from anybody?
That's the only Filipino of the night. So there's a lot of people going through some shit. What was your question, Train?
I was saying, with the whole Cena thing, does anybody think there's going to be a surprise return or anything?
The only one I would have thought of would have been Bautista, but he's let too much weight gone, and so.
I got one.
I think Batista versus Rock is where we need to go. The battle of the lightweights.
Triple H comes out and
has a heart attack on the way down.
Has a heart attack right in the ring.
Edge's contract has expired.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay, here's my question. Where was Edge?
AEW.
So his contract, so they don't have any reason to keep him around?
Nope.
Well, he's been doing a program with Christian. Well, they reunited.
That seems to me to where the money would be is Edge and Christian over there. I mean, they're going to get a lot more mileage over there.
He could always sign a 3-month, one of those 10-day NBA deals.
Yeah, the 10-day contract.
Quick appearance. Now, the only thing I see Cena doing a match at Survivor Series as a surprise show up, because that gives him his chance to get redemption against Lesnar. And then I'd love to see his last match be so. The only title that Cena has not held in the WWE is the Intercontinental title. And right now, Dom Mysterio has this. Of course, everyone hates Dom.
Yeah.
Dom comes out on Saturday.
Well, you're wrong about that, because I was watching an interview with Dom the other day, and Dom really likes Dom.
He
likes
him over though.
Everyone except for Dom hates Dom. Yeah.
Oh,
so Dom comes out on Saturday Night's Main Event. He says, "I want to honor John Cena. He's not. This is the only title. The title that I hold is the only title that John's never won.
He's never had.
John, please, on your last night in the WWE, come down, wrestle me for this belt." And so John comes out, and he kind of reluctant, but he takes on. And then they wrestle. Dom cheats like hell and beats Cena. Cena's got no more appearances. He's given his word he won't show up anymore. And Dom spends the next year bragging that he's the man who beat John Cena in his last match. The boos will rain down beyond
It might backfire, though.
Yeah,
because he gets cheered.
Let me hear your backfire.
In Mexico.
But remember WrestleMania too. When he went up for that frog splash, everybody was standing.
Yeah, he's got a certain.
It's hard to tell how many of those boos are piped in boos, right?
You never know these days.
But at least with WrestleMania, you could see a lot of people were excited that he might get that win. He's just asshole enough for people to like him. People love assholes.
I got Bob's title from this Filipino, so this one's not. How you doing? Glad to see two of you able to watch the show tonight, back to back.
Mahi Trapal Kanyede.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, for real.
Lao Mahi Trapal.
Don't DM me or you'll get blocked.
Same. I've had to warn 10 of y'all.
Now, that poor little thing had not even offered to DM Bob, and he does a preemptive strike like that just to shit all over this little girl.
You got
the middle of a level 4 typhoon. My God.
I got about 3 "Hey, Sir Bob, I hope you noticed me's."
Bob, there's one person to blame for that, is that if you haven't blocked them yet, then that's your fault. That's your fault.
Sir,
you're giving them access.
I have preemptively blocked everyone in the Philippines at this point. Actually, speaking of people in the Philippines,
you could just block Facebook.
Jenica, if you're out there and if you're listening to
I wrote her today. I
have not heard from her since September the 6th.
Since the 21st day of September and before.
Since the 6th day of September.
No, I wrote her today. I sent her a little message about once a week to check in on her, make sure she's doing all right. And
well, no, she hasn't seen my messages either. So,
she has not made any post on Facebook in forever. So something's up. Something's up. I don't know what's up, and her mother's account is deleted.
So anybody in Cowboy City, if you know,
I used to hear from her. I used to hear from Jelly Bean's mother from time to time, and I don't hear from her either. So I don't know anything about tonight's football game. There was a college game tonight, and that Florida State game I think is tomorrow.
Oh, it is Thursday.
It's a Friday. That Virginia game. That's a big old Friday night game. So they don't really have any competition for that. People watching that one either. So I'm going to encourage people to check out that Florida State Virginia game. I have to root for Florida State because I want them coming in highly ranked when they play Miami. I can't have no Virginia fucking about. Then Florida State comes, then we go up there and get beat. That ain't helping Miami. I need Florida State to win, but it could be. I would like to see Ohio State get beat by Washington, though. That would be good. And then tonight's game, I don't know anything about it. I'm sure Coltrane's got it on like 8 monitors around there somewhere.
No, I'm taking this week off because I did not do well last week.
Didn't do well last week. How's
UCLA busted like 8 of my
did they?
Like immediately. And I just had them to win. Like not even points.
Who did UCLA play?
I can't even remember. It was like New Mexico or some place like some.
And New Mexico beat them?
Yeah.
And they beat them? Oh my God. My God.
It was somebody they should have beat.
Well, I've been telling people that the Dolphins beat Buffalo. Well, no, they didn't. Yeah, they did. The spread was 12.5. And Miami won by 2.5 points. Yeah, we won. That's what point spreads are for. We win. You bet money on Miami, we win. So yeah, we beat them. And I was telling it to Karen McDonald, who's a Padre fan and a Buffalo fan. What a fucking shitbag. What a shitbag, right?
About a motley crew.
The Hurricane logo does show up good with all of our other logos. Maybe we should take down the Blaze logo. Yeah, they'd love that. Still a hurricane logo up there. They maybe put the U around the Blaze. The U Blaze. That's a new pizza Blaze. They're going to come up with.
Jimmy John's.
Throw that sandwich up one more time, because sometimes we don't give Arby's enough love on here. That's a good-looking sandwich. I'm trying that thing Saturday.
We got the meats.
We got the meat. Yeah, give that a try, guys, if you got an Arby's near you.
The commercial that I'm hearing for this sandwich is, if you accidentally put too much Italian meats on your sandwich, do something creative and call it loaded like you meant to.
Yeah. That's I saw the commercial. It was this ran on CNN earlier today too, and so I got my well-endowed toilet ordered. I've got my sandwich set aside for Saturday. I'm going to sit on my toilet. My penis will be dry, and I'm going to eat that sandwich. There you go.
Can't have a wet penis while eating sandwich.
No. It ruins the sandwich. You don't want that. You do not want that. Billy went to bed, by the way. Billy went to bed.
Oh, he's
you think? All right. Well, there you go.
On big sandwiches and wet penises.
No post game show tonight. No post music, because I'm barely awake. But I am going to try to watch the key plays.
Hungry.
I'm not hungry, but I'm going to watch the key play tonight. I had some cheap fish. You know that shit you get from Kroger, the little triangular pieces. I had 3 of those. I had 4 jalapeno stuffed peppers, and I had a few tater wedges that had stuffed cheese in them, like 4 or 5 of those.
On you tonight.
Nah, cast iron stomach, son. They have not made a food that fucks with my stomach.
I had one of those once upon a time.
Yeah, nope. Well, I'm 66. I've got it defeated. I don't know how old you are.
Welcome to colonoscopies with Kenny.
I say 66 because as of September 16th, I became 65 and a half, so I'm just owning up to 66 in case I don't make it.
You're like official retirement age now.
You're preemptively coming up to 60.
I'm preemptively. So no food has ever affected me like that.
Really?
The only thing I eat now that messes with me a little bit, but I feel it in the throat, not the stomach, is those Hormel spicy Italian pepperoni slices. And I put those on my White Castle hamburgers. I get frozen 16 in a pack.
Is spicy.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I get I microwave 2 of the White Castles. I put 5 pepperoni slices on each burger, and it just gives it a little bit more extra bite. And but if I eat them on the burger, it don't affect me. But you let me reach in that bag and eat 5 to 10 of those pepperoni slices, I get this burning. I think from the salt.
Like a trail, like all the way
down.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't like it. And so I really shouldn't eat them that way. Oh, a lot of times I'll have to drink one of my protein shakes to get that nastiness.
Something creamy.
Don't want to get suggestive or anything. But yeah. So I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna watch the game in key plays. I'm not gonna dedicate an entire night to that game. Tomorrow night, the Florida. I think there was a college game on tonight. Does anybody remember who it was? Was any? Probably not a good one.
Yeah, it wasn't anything good. Hang on a second.
Army and East Carolina. Nobody in those 2 cities gave a shit about that game. So
nobody in the entire Army or the entire state of Carolina gave it.
Yeah, it was Army. It was one of those military schools against one of those Carolina schools that was directional. A directional Carolina school.
Eastern coastal Carolina.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. So, yeah, we'll do that, and we will check the banks. I'll check the Filipinos in need, see what else we got to go out. A lot of it went out preemptively because, well, a lot of them couldn't wait 3 days to eat. So that happens, like Cheska. And Lyle, you'll have to write my inbox, tell me what it is that you're needing, and we'll see what we got. And adjust your needs to the needs of others, because sometimes the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.